What's up, YouTube? Fever Nation. If it isn't clear to you, it should be clear by now to the rest of you. This play, we all witnessed that watched the game last night. This play was egregious. How in the hell do you get a jump ball out of a play like this? Nowhere, I bet you they cannot point to their rule book, the WNBA rule book of officiating. I bet you there is no language in there that allows that play to be ruled a jump ball. And stop asking for Kathy Englebert to get involved. Kathy Englebert is the reason we have this problem, is the bane of Kathy Englebert's existence, because since the draft of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA has been in the spotlight. Everything that was hidden in the WNBA is now exposed. Now coaches are being shuffled around more than they would have been when the league was under the radar. Since Caitlin Clark has been drafted, think about the Fever organization before they made the switch in the front office in the offseason. Think about that. Lynn Dunn hired Christy Sides, and I don't know how many years she was there, and I don't need to know. Look at the effort that was made to bring in the right people and put a team together. Caitlin Clark. What was the Indiana Fever's goal as a team from year to year? What were their goals? I mean, look at the team that they had when Caitlin Clark came and played last year. Think about that team now. Everyone want to sit up here and talk about Christy Sides replacing Stephanie White, which is absolutely ridiculous. And this is the last time I'm going to even mention that. Think about that. Think about that roster of players that Christy Sides had on that team that was signed by, I think, then general manager Lynn Dunn. And I think Lynn Dunn is also the owner. But think about that. Everything was under the radar. No one was paying attention. No one cared, actually. I hate to say that. But no one cared what went on. But now since Clark, everybody is involved in the day-to-day activities of the organization. Everybody. The fans are more involved. Kathy Englebert, her job is now in the spotlight. How can you sit up and allow a call like that? Now, think about that call with A'ja Wilson and Lexi Hull. I'm an official. I tell players there is no play that allows a player to rebound a basketball or tie up a basketball from behind a player. You can tie up from the side, but you cannot tie up from behind a player. This play was clear. How that referee blew that a jump ball is not unconscionable. It's an agenda. That's what I'm here to talk about tonight. That's what I'm here to express to you all. This is an agenda. I've done several videos about this. Flip that. If that was Lexi Hull rebounding that ball like that over A'ja Wilson, what do you think the referees would have called? And no, I'm not trying to make this about that. That's not my point of this video, is to make this about that. I'm showing you how Kathy Englebert is allowing these referees to pander to these women. I saw a video, and if I can find it before the end of this video, I'm gonna put it up. I saw a video where the Fever was playing the Atlanta Dream, and Caitlin Clark did a crossover that made the girl that was defending her lose her footing, and she fell down, and the referee called charge. Stephanie White immediately challenged it, but it was the most ridiculous call you will ever see nowhere else but in the W. Now you tell me, how can you be in denial of this? After seeing this, it doesn't matter how much of a fan or how long you've been a fan of the WNBA. This is clearly an agenda this season with the WNBA front office, Commissioner Englebert. They are going out of their way, downplay anything this young lady does that's significant, because they don't want to make other players look bad. This is a professional sport. How can you be worried about the feelings? This call here was about the feelings and emotions of the young lady that fell down. She was humiliated by a crossover. And we see this at the courts, and everyone says, ooh, and the player puts up the shot, knocks down the shot, and everyone laughs, and the game moves on to the next play. But in this case, because of feelings and emotions, and this is the W, this was called a charge. This was called a charge. She gave you the block mechanic. But how can an offensive player block. The mechanic was off. But that's a whole nother conversation. I just wanted to make it clear to you what's going on in the W with this young lady and how they're going out of their way to make this young lady irrelevant. They're trying to, but it's not working because it's evil. And you know who don't like evil. It is so blatantly obvious what they're doing. And Kathy Englebert, I see you. I see you. Your owners who are hiding behind Kathy Englebert, we see you now. You hate this girl. We know you hate this girl because she has put a spotlight on all of the foolishness that has been going on in the WNBA. And this is why someone else needs to step in and take it over, because it is not going anywhere under the leadership of Kathy Englebert. The commissioner is supposed to represent the interest of the owners. If this is the interest of the owners, they're not concerned about the W. They're only concerned about one team, and namely one player. You all weigh in and let me know what you think in the comment section. Share and subscribe. That's all I have. I'm out.